Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a little vintage clothing haul and it's several different eras. You know, we've got everything here. I've got 30s, I've got some 40s, I've got some 50s, I've got some more modern stuff that I picked up at the thrift store that I really like too. Just a good mix that I wanted to share with you guys, stuff that I'm really pumped up about, both clothing and to my left I do have a couple of accessories as well that I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna try everything on as well, which I know we all love. So first off on my head, picked up this hat. I found this Craigslist seller who actually used to be a wardrobe stylist in Los Angeles, and she had acquired quite a bit of vintage, and it wasn't necessarily all for her to wear, it was just for clients, etc. And then she moved here and she had a very small collection of it, nothing crazy, but I basically snagged it all from her, including this hat, which I'm not sure of the exact decade of this hat. I don't know if it's like 40s, 50s, or 60s. I'm like, hats are a little, I'm not the best at that. I just kind of know what I like on me. And it has this little interesting shape, fits my head, you know. That's always very, very good. And it's an original Cathay of California. So I will do a little bit more research on that, but at the current moment, not quite sure. I do just know that it is old and absolutely beautiful, and I'm liking it with my purple dress that we got going today. So I'm gonna start with clothes and then I'll shimmy on over to the accessories. So first up, you guys will have already seen this on my Instagram if you follow me over there. However, this knit is just too good to not share. This is from Thief Island Vintage, probably one of my favorite vintage sellers of all time. She gets such a good mix of decades, great range of sizes, so many amazing pieces, and I was so pumped to snag this. It's this little 1930s knit vest in this gorgeous Kelly green. Green is like my color right now. Has been for a while, but just like I can't help but be automatically stimulated by green. Little pom-pom details, this great little trim on it. It's so good. Vests are kind of fun. I don't have a vest in my collection, so it's interesting to style. Looks good with long sleeves, whatever, as long as the colors kind of work. I think it works with so many different items, for real. Next up is just this little guy from the thrift store. It does still have its tag on it. I got it from Salvation Army for $3.99. I think it was 25% off. And look how gorgeous that is. It's like this sort of, I don't think it's terribly old due to the seams that I'm seeing on it, but I just like the look of it, and that's, you know, half the battle. So it's this crop top. It's super crop. It's like those really short shirts that are in right now, which isn't usually my thing, but, you know, vintage stuff is so incredibly high-waisted that I have these black gabardine trousers that I just thought would look sick with this. And it's just this icy blue. It has like this more reflect in the negative space, like it's a negative cut, so it's not risen, it's actually sunken in, which I think is so cool, and it mirrors that on both the front and the back of the top, which I'm not necessarily sure what's the front and the back due to absolutely no tag. I just thought it was a really beautiful little top, and I do live in South Florida, so the summer is real, y'all. Next up, some pants. Again, these are modern pants. They are silk, however, from a brand that I've never heard of called Lilka. Picked these up from the Goodwill. They kind of gave me the 1930s beach pajama kind of vibes because they're these big flowy pants and this gorgeous silk. You know, they got a couple stains on them and stuff, but I was like, sure, I'll take them for a couple bucks. I wore this the other day with a little like 1930s pajama top, kind of really channeling that beach pajama vibe or loungewear vibe, something like that. And this definitely does it. And they are incredibly, incredibly comfortable, which we all like that as well. And they have so many different colors in it. I think it'll be so fun to style. Next up, from the one, the only Moth Food. Oh my God, one of my favorite sellers. But I find that whatever item I have to have is always sold, but I managed to snag these pants from him. Tommy runs Moth Food, and they're these 1950s work pants, so they're incredibly high-waisted in this really interesting faded sort of teal color, but oddly it works with a lot, sort of the way like blue denim works with everything, even though it's blue. I can just imagine this with so many different things. I'm obsessed with the cut of them. They're wider, they're bigger than a straight, but they're not like wide or flared. I just really like that type of cut. I don't know if it's necessarily a boot cut, but I'm obsessed with them. I love how they look on me, and now I want them in every color. So we'll see if I can make that happen at all. Let's continue on the Moth Food train since we're here. I, of course, had to snag 2 tees from Moth Food. That's kind of his dig. He does really amazing tour pants, work pants, army pants, military pants, whatever. And he also does really good old vintage t-shirts. And he posted this one up close just so I could see the graphic. And it has these kind of like old Hollywood ladies on it and this gentleman where I didn't realize his face is like stuffed. So someone like stuffed just this portion of the shirt, which I think is so hilarious. It gives it a lot of dimension. At first I thought it was hand painted. I'm not sure if it is, but it has that kind of look to it, and it's just a long sleeve tee. You know, it has kind of yellowed. It's definitely worn in, loved. It's just really cool, and I think, again, I need more basics in my life. As you can see behind me, we have feathers, we have print, we have so much color that sometimes I have a hard time putting an outfit together because it's a little bit all over the place. And my style, I find, is like, as much as I love 40s, oh my god, I love 40s so much, I'm not into that really pish-posh proper look to it. Like, you know, I've got like my 40s, you know, allegedly hat on. I'm modern just in like hoops. I kind of like to mash it all together. It's a little too prim and proper for me, and not that occasionally when I'm dressing up I like that more ladylike look, but for every day it's not necessarily my thing. So that's a Moth Food piece. I'm really excited to kind of mix that in. Again, I'd love it with like my 40s gabardine trousers. I have these great 50s like western wear denim that I think would look really cool with that as well. Another Moth Food piece is another tee, and of course the color spoke to me. You know, I like green. It has this yellow, you know, sort of longer. They're almost like not quite 3 1/4, but they cover just like up to here, sort of like where the sleeve I'm wearing right now is. So slightly longer, so it's flattering on. And it says Lindsay Wanderers, which I'm not exactly sure what that is, but that's fine. It's just a cool, comfortable cotton shirt that I'm in love with, and I actually paired this with the Moth Food trousers that I got, and I really, really liked that combo. So when I'm trying that on, that's probably the combo that you guys are going to be seeing. So I think it pairs beautifully together. Let's get up on a couple more bottoms. These are some 40 shorts that I snagged. I actually got these from, she doesn't usually deal vintage. She just posts some of the most gorgeous outfits. She's so beautiful. Little Miss Magdalene on Instagram. So I'm going to link all these sellers, all these Instagram pages that I listed down below. You guys need to check them out. They're so fabulous. But these are these 1940 shorts that have these teal little pockets that are so cute, and they're like a little bit deeper than usual, and they're super high-waisted, side little, you know, early plastic celluloid button, which is super cute, and they're just good summer shorts, which is what I need. A little more difficult to style due to the coloring, but again, that Moth Food shirt I got, or, you know, a plain white t-shirt, if I don't really want to think about it, these are things that'll pair really well with this, and black, of course, goes with everything. Then I got these from a fellow YouTuber, actually. I recently found her. I can't believe I didn't know of her sooner. It kind of blows my mind. It's Jade from Scarlet Rage Vintage. Holy shit. She posts some of the most amazing vintage fucking ever. And if you guys know Lori Greyhound Vintage, which Jade always says in her videos too, what rock have you been sleeping under? Lori is just such a fashion icon, like total 40s, just down pat, so stylish, looks so fabulous. She's actually dressed Jade up, Scarlet Rage Vintage, in her clothing, and they filmed a video in that, which was, I love that video so much. Gloves, hats, the whole shebang. I'll link that video down below. But this is a little bit of a departure, and I'm sure she grabbed these because I mean, they're just so good. I'm not big into the 60s and 70s. I mean, I am, but it's just I'm very picky about what I like. And these pants, bitch, oh my god, they're these insane, huge, graphic, floral, red, yellow, green, like, you know, very primary color, insanely wide leg palazzo pants. Like, in me holding them up, it just looks like a big sheet of fabric, and that's basically what it is, but it's so good on. Has this really cute tie at the waist, high-waisted as fuck, of course, and again, would look good with something really simple up top, because these are the statement. A good pair of platform shoes. I have those wooden ones. What are they called? What are candies? I have a pair of wooden candies, which are 70s platforms. They're not terribly high, and they're made from real wood, so they make a really cool sound. That would look sick with these, of course. Again, a graphic tee, a plain white shirt. These are doing all of the talking. I am just in love with them, and I don't need an excuse to wear them, but I need a day off so I can do so. Okay, next up, both fortunately and unfortunately, this is my first piece from a seller who I admire everything the woman posts. So good. You have to check her out, and that is none other than, I believe it's Jessica. Is it Jessica? I don't know what her name is. I'm totally blanking, but it's Anna Moya Vintage. I love like her little tagline. It's rare wares for maximalists, and I feel that on a spiritual level. So anyway, it is this amazing, believe it or not, 1930s. If I would take a look at this, I don't know if I would say that, but she is definitely the expert, because I've never seen anything like it. It's so amazing. It's this burnout type of shirt with this amazing velvet and these crazy print. It's just so good. However, it has a mild peplum to it. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna style this. I'm thinking I have some navy trousers that I think it would look really, really fantastic with. It has this little neck detail as well that's a little tight on me, but even if you leave it hanging, it's still a really cool top. It's a little bit more of a fragile piece, so I'll probably wear it for more special occasions, but I had to have it in my collection because the color is so good. And like I said, I'm really kind of seeking separates. As much as I love dresses, I don't like them to be too prim and proper. It's not like my everyday type of look. I'm more of a separates person, so I'm working on acquiring more of those. And this is definitely a very welcome one to the collection. So thank you so much, Anna Moya Vintage. I'm in love with it. And you know, there's not much more else to say besides go follow the woman. It's so good. All right, wrapping it up in the clothing department, I have one little coat that I wanted to share with you guys. And again, this isn't all the vintage that I've acquired. It's just some of my favorite pieces, some that really stuck out to me, a little bit more recent finds. I got this really cool duster robe jacket thing. This is from Ether Moon Vintage, which she posts some fantastic stuff as well. And I actually managed to pick this up during one of her Instagram sales, as well as a top. I did get this little 40s top. I'd probably show you that after this actually is the final piece. I almost forgot. But I wore this in an Instagram photo. I'm not quite sure what this material is. It kind of feels like a rain jacket, but it's so good. It has this really wild print. I love the orange color of it as well. And I can really see myself just wearing this because dusters, I feel like, how lightweight they are, I can actually wear them here in Florida, and kind of like, I can't buy any of these fantastic coats that I see. My God, I would love a 20s coat, but I would just literally, there's not even one time a year that I would be able to wear that thing. So I'm gonna live through like these robes and kimonos and stuff like that for now, but I'm obsessed with that piece. And like I said, that pink shirt, I'm gonna show you that real quick, and then we're gonna move on to jewels. Okay, finally, another one from Ether Moon Vintage. Again, she posts such great stuff. I was so happy to snag this at such a deal because she got it, I got this at her Instagram sale. So it's this beautiful rayon 1940s blouse, and it's pink, has this really cute ruffle detail. Again, this is really sweet, but I think this would look great with like some denim to kind of rough it up, or I don't know, you can get creative with it. I like skirts and stuff too. I don't know. I haven't worn this piece yet. Actually, I think I did once, and I just wore it with like my high-waisted 50s Western denim for a little quick coffee run or something. But it has these really cute buttons on it. The ruffle detail is really sweet, and this is actually like 40 stuff is really good for like workwear. I don't get to wear color at my job, but if I did, I would love to have this in black because it's so timeless and classic, and you can really dress it up or down. So thank you again, Ether Moon Vintage. I'm obsessed with it. And now let's move on to jewelry. Okay, first up, first up, the second she previewed these, I had to have them. You guys know I'm an earrings person. I collect earrings. I wear earrings on an every single day basis. I feel naked without them. And, you know, older earrings, however, they're generally not that big. You know, some of like the Joseph of Hollywood, stuff like that could definitely get in the bigger area, but then it's clip-on, and then I don't really like clips, or I can't really handle clips. So it's kind of a catch-22, but I like jewelry of all decades, but I was really, really happy to find these 1930s blown glass hand-painted earrings from Wassail Antiques, which is a UK-based seller. So she posts some of the most beautiful little smalls, and these look like little Easter eggs. They have little floral design on them, all hand-painted. They're red, which is my color. They're huge. I am so in love with these, and I cannot wait to wear them, but those are really, really special. I was really, really happy to come across those. Another little find that I think we all kind of love these. I can't help but think of Butch Wax Vintage whenever I show anything vintage spider. But I found this really cute little spider. I believe the body is made of amber. It has this older sort of clasp to it. So it makes me think maybe this is like 30s, 40s type of piece. But these look so cool on your clothes, kind of like they're crawling on you, especially if you have different sizes. I was so happy to finally find one because I also really love, why is it escaping me, Guilt Ridden Gal. Oh my God, she has some of the best vintage collection. And she has quite the collection of these, and ever since I saw her little collection, I was really, really looking after one. And I actually picked this up from the antique store that I used to work at, which you guys know about, and I was so happy to snag this little guy. It's so super cute. Moving right along, as a Florida girl, born and raised, I would feel like a criminal if I did not pick these earrings up, and they're campy, they're kooky, they're weird. That's kind of my earring game. So I snagged these for, you can see, $6 from the thrift store. They're these alligator earrings. What? Again, not terribly old, but a whole lot of fun, and I will wear the shit out of those, so don't have to worry about that. Something else that I picked up, I actually got this at the Goodwill after I went to that lady's house in Boynton who had all these great vintage clothes that I snagged that I'm gonna put up for sale very, very shortly. Actually, I don't think I'm keeping anything. I might. There's one dress I might, but I don't know. Anyway, I was on a high and I was like, I have to find more. And I went to Goodwill and I found these little earrings that look like little clouds. I think that's so cute. I love the great color. I have these earrings that I got on eBay like 3-4 years ago, maybe even longer. And they look like little mirrors and they're in the same color and I love them. But since I have such little ears, they sit on my ear really weird and they push out. So that kind of makes me sad. So I got these to kind of replace those more or less. I'm still gonna keep them because I'm obsessed with the other pair too. Hoarding Sweetie, ever heard of it? Anyway, really cute little cloud earrings. Again, very springy, very summery. Channeling that. These actually, I'm like between a rock and a hard place if I want to sell them because they're like the only clip-on earrings that don't annoy me. Yet they're not as big as I typically like them. And again, I picked these up from the thrift store. But they're these peacock clip-on earrings, but they look sick on. Like, they look so cool. The tail is separated in 3 pieces and has these little beads on it. The clip is really comfortable. They're silver metal. They're not signed or anything crazy, but they're amazing. So these might be up for sale. If not, I'll be wearing them, but who knows. And finally, this last little thing, I don't know, it was just really cute and it looks like a little 1920s girl, so I wanted to share with you guys. And again, I don't know how old it is because the pin on the back is newer. It looks like it was glued on. I don't know if the old one fell off or whatever. It's signed in the back, so it is ceramic, but I don't know if it's just someone made it in art class or if it's special. I don't know. Again, I'm gonna research more of this. I've just kind of recently acquired this stuff, so I'm gonna look into it a little bit more. But it's this really, really cute little pin that looks like a little 20s girl with her cloche hat, rhinestone eyes, little red lips. It's really, really tiny, but I thought on a lapel or something it could look really cool. Or I have this denim jacket. Unfortunately, I don't wear it very much, but I've collected pins over the last like 3 years or so, and I cherry pick them. You know, they're not really enamel pins. They're kind of more funky brooches and things like that. maybe I'll have to do like a tour of that jacket once I add some more to it. I was thinking about throwing this on there as well because it's a little different, it's a little fun, and very, very sweet. So I thought you guys would appreciate that. So that's it, you guys. A little long-winded. I was feeling so chatty because I haven't filmed in a while. I did film a get dressed with me, but my roommate like walked in on the end and I don't know, I didn't like it so much. I still might upload it just to kind of put the feelers out for if you guys like that concept. I want to do videos where I'm showing you kind of my getting ready process, and that would include putting on a lipstick at the end because 9 times out of 10 I finish the look off with that. I'll be like, I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Gotta finish off with the lipstick, earrings, hat, all the accoutrements, if you will. So if you like that idea, let me know. It'll kind of show you my thought process because I don't go in with like a game plan. I don't know, like, I'm gonna wear this. Sometimes it'll be like, okay, well, I got this shirt I'm pumped about, I'm gonna wear this. Now what else? You know, let's finish the picture. So let me know if you're excited about that. Every single seller I mentioned down below, follow them. Amazing small businesses, support them. Sustainable fashion that keeps on giving. It's so good. Or check out your local thrift store. There's so many treasures to be found there as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Catch me on Instagram for outfit pics, all that ish. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye. To the